12 rules for life. Life is a journey of challenges, opportunities, and transformation. To navigate its complexities, you must ground yourself in principles that not only elevate your existence, but also make the world around you better. Today, I present to you 12 rules to guide your life, rules that demand effort but yield profound rewards. Life is an intricate dance between two powerful forces, order and chaos. These forces are not merely abstract concepts, but tangible realities that manifest in every aspect of our existence. Order represents structure, predictability, and the known. It is the domain of rules, traditions, and systems that provide stability and a sense of control. Chaos, on the other hand, embodies unpredictability, potential, and the unknown. It is the realm of opportunity, growth, and transformation, but also danger and uncertainty. Understanding and balancing these forces is essential to living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Order offers a sense of safety and predictability. It is where habits are formed, where we know what to expect, and where we can function with a sense of security. Imagine a well-organized home or a structured daily routine. These are expressions of order. They allow us to operate efficiently and focus on tasks without constantly worrying about the unexpected. Order lays the groundwork for competence and mastery. It provides the framework within which we build skills, relationships, and communities. Without order, life descends into chaos and progress becomes impossible. Too much order can be suffocating. When life becomes overly rigid, it stifles creativity and growth. Excessive adherence to rules, traditions, or routines can lead to stagnation and a loss of vitality. People trapped in an overly ordered existence may feel disconnected, bored, or even resentful. They may yearn for something more, a spark of chaos to reignite their sense of purpose and possibility. While order is essential for stability, it must not become an unyielding cage. Chaos, in contrast, is the birthplace of new ideas, opportunities, and growth. It is the force that pushes us out of our comfort zones and challenges us to adapt, innovate, and evolve. When we step into chaos, we confront the unknown, the unpredictable, and the uncertain. This can be frightening, but it is also where we find our greatest potential. Imagine starting a new job, moving to a different city, or embarking on a creative project. These are moments of chaos where the old structures of order are disrupted, but they are also moments ripe with possibility. The danger of chaos lies in its capacity to overwhelm. Without a foothold in order, chaos can spiral into anxiety, confusion, and despair. Imagine a life with no routines, no sense of direction, and no stability. This is chaos unchecked, a state of constant flux, where nothing is predictable and nothing feels secure. It is exhilarating for a time, but ultimately exhausting and unsustainable. Chaos must be balanced with order to prevent it from devolving into disarray. The interplay between order and chaos is not a battle to be won by either side. It is a dynamic balance to be maintained. This balance requires effort and awareness. It means recognizing when your life has become too ordered, too predictable, and making room for the new and unexpected. It also means understanding when chaos is taking over and creating structures to restore stability. Take, for instance, the process of learning a new skill. At first, you are immersed in chaos. You don't know the rules, the techniques, or even where to start. This can be intimidating, but it is also a fertile ground for growth. As you practice and improve, you bring order to this chaos. The skill becomes familiar, structured, and predictable. Over time, if you continue to refine and perfect it, you may find yourself in an overly ordered state, repeating the same actions without growth. To advance further, you must introduce new challenges, stepping back into chaos to expand your abilities. This cycle of moving between chaos and order is at the heart of personal development. It is a process that requires courage, discipline, and adaptability. It also demands a willingness to embrace the discomfort of chaos and the discipline to build and maintain order. Both forces are necessary and both have their place. In relationships, this balance is equally important. Healthy relationships thrive on a foundation of order, shared values, trust, and clear communication. But they also need the spark of chaos, the excitement of new experiences, the thrill of unpredictability, and the willingness to face challenges together. A relationship that is all order may become monotonous, while one that is all chaos may be unstable and unsustainable. Balancing order and chaos is not about achieving perfection, but about navigating the tension between these forces with awareness and intention. It is about understanding that life will never be entirely predictable or entirely unpredictable, and that this is not a flaw, but a feature. By embracing this dynamic balance, you open yourself to growth, resilience, and a deeper sense of meaning. The balance of order and chaos is where life unfolds most fully. It is where you find the courage to step into the unknown while holding on to the structures that keep you grounded. It is where you discover not only who you are, but who you can become. Life's greatest achievements, joys, and transformations lie in this delicate balance. Embrace it, and you will find a path that is both challenging and profoundly rewarding. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most transformative and empowering principles you can adopt. It is a mindset that shifts the focus from external circumstances, blame, and excuses to internal agency and action. At its core, taking responsibility means acknowledging that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you do have control over how you respond, the choices you make, and the direction you steer your life. This principle is not about self-criticism or harsh judgment, but about embracing ownership of your circumstances and committing to meaningful change. That's the foundation of maturity. It is the moment when you stop waiting for someone else to solve your problems or give you permission to succeed. It is the recognition that the quality of your life is largely determined by your actions and attitudes. This shift can be daunting because it requires you to confront uncomfortable truths about your habits, decisions, and contributions to your current situation. Yet, it is in this confrontation that real growth begins. When you take responsibility, you empower yourself to change what is within your control and to influence what seems beyond it. Many people fall into the trap of blaming external factors for their challenges. They point to circumstances, other people, or the past as reasons for their difficulties. While these factors may indeed play a role, focusing solely on them leaves you powerless. Blame is an abdication of responsibility, and with it, the ability to act. Taking responsibility does not mean ignoring external influences. Rather, it means refusing to let them dictate your life. It means asking, "What can I do now?" instead of dwelling on what went wrong. Taking responsibility starts with small, tangible steps. Consider your immediate environment, your home, your workspace, your daily routine. Is it in order? Is it conducive to growth and productivity? A cluttered, chaotic space often reflects a cluttered, chaotic mind. By organizing your surroundings, you take a small but significant step toward bringing order to your life. These seemingly minor actions, making your bed, tidying your desk, or planning your day, signal to yourself that you are capable of creating positive change. It also extends to your choices and their consequences. Every decision you make, no matter how small, shapes your future. When you take responsibility, you begin to evaluate your choices more carefully. You ask yourself whether your actions align with your goals and values. This process requires honesty and introspection, which can be uncomfortable but is necessary for growth. When you make a mistake, and you will, because everyone does, taking responsibility means owning it, learning from it, and making amends if necessary. It is through this process of trial, error, and reflection that you grow stronger and wiser. A critical aspect of responsibility is setting goals and working toward them. Life without goals is directionless, like a ship adrift at sea. By setting clear, meaningful objectives, you create a roadmap for your actions. Responsibility means not only setting these goals, but also committing to the discipline and effort required to achieve them. It means showing up, even when you don't feel like it, and persevering through obstacles and setbacks. The pursuit of goals is rarely easy, but it is deeply rewarding because it gives your life purpose and direction. Taking responsibility also involves how you treat others. Relationships are a mirror of our character, and they thrive on trust, respect, and accountability. When you take responsibility for your words and actions, you build stronger, more authentic connections with others. You acknowledge your role in conflicts and misunderstandings, and you strive to communicate and act with integrity. Taking responsibility in relationships does not mean accepting blame for things beyond your control, but it does mean being honest, fair, and willing to contribute positively. One of the most empowering realizations about responsibility is that it is not a burden but a privilege. It is the acknowledgement that you have the power to shape your life, to influence your surroundings, and to make a difference. This power comes with challenges, but it also brings opportunities. When you embrace responsibility, you stop being a passive participant in your life and become an active creator of your future. This principle is particularly important in times of difficulty. Challenges, failures, and hardships are inevitable, but how you respond to them defines your character and your trajectory. Taking responsibility during tough times means refusing to succumb to despair or victimhood. It means asking yourself what you can learn, how you can adapt, and what steps you can take to move forward. These moments, though painful, are often the crucible in which resilience and strength are forged. Taking responsibility is about living with intention. It is about aligning your actions with your values, striving for excellence, and contributing meaningfully to the world around you. It is not about achieving perfection, but about committing to progress. When you take responsibility for your life, you step into a role of leadership not over others, but over yourself. You become the author of your story, capable of facing challenges, seizing opportunities, and creating a life that reflects your highest potential. In doing so, you not only transform your own life, but also inspire and empower others to do the same. Self-improvement is one of the most fundamental and transformative pursuits a person can undertake. At its essence, it is about becoming a better version of yourself, more capable, more disciplined, more knowledgeable, and more aligned with your values and aspirations. It is a lifelong journey, not a destination, as the potential for growth and refinement is boundless. The process of self-improvement starts with small, intentional steps that compound over time, leading to profound change and progress. The foundation of self-improvement lies in taking an honest inventory of where you are and where you want to go. This requires humility and courage, as it means confronting your flaws, acknowledging your limitations, and admitting that there is room for growth. It is not about self-criticism or diminishing your worth. The foundation of self-improvement lies in taking an honest inventory of where you are and where you want to go. This requires humility and courage, as it means confronting your flaws, acknowledging your limitations, and admitting that there is room for growth. It is not about self-criticism or diminishing your worth, rather, it is about recognizing your potential and committing to actualizing it. The first step toward improvement is awareness, which involves observing yourself objectively and identifying areas for development. This awareness creates a roadmap for the changes you want to make. One of the most effective ways to begin self-improvement is by focusing on small, achievable actions. Grand ambitions can be inspiring, but they can also be overwhelming if not broken down into manageable steps. For example, cleaning your room may seem trivial, but it symbolizes taking control of your immediate environment and creating order from chaos. It is a microcosm of the broader process of improving your life. Small victories, like organizing your space, waking up at a consistent time, or completing a daily task, build momentum and confidence. Over time, these small actions accumulate and lead to significant transformation. Self-improvement also involves setting clear and meaningful goals. Goals give your efforts direction and purpose, allowing you to focus your energy on what truly matters. However, goals should be realistic and specific, as vague or overly ambitious objectives can lead to frustration and discouragement. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," you might set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week, or to replace sugary snacks with fruits. These concrete steps make your goals actionable and measurable, providing a clear path forward. Discipline is a cornerstone of self-improvement. While motivation can spark action, discipline sustains it. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort, when distractions beckon, or when progress seems slow. It is during these moments that discipline becomes crucial. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your goals and actions, even when it is uncomfortable or inconvenient. It is built through consistent practice and by overcoming resistance. Each time you follow through on a commitment, you reinforce your discipline and strengthen your resolve. Self-improvement is also about learning and expanding your knowledge. Growth requires acquiring new skills, perspectives, and insights. This might involve reading books, attending workshops, seeking mentorship, or engaging in thoughtful conversations. Education is not limited to formal settings. Life itself is a continuous classroom. Every experience, whether a success or a failure, offers lessons if you are willing to reflect on it. Curiosity and a willingness to learn open the door to endless possibilities for growth. Another critical aspect of self-improvement is cultivating positive habits while eliminating detrimental ones. Habits are the building blocks of daily life, and they have a cumulative effect on your well-being and success. Identifying habits that no longer serve you and replacing them with ones that align with your goals is a powerful way to create lasting change. This process requires persistence and patience, as habits are formed through repetition. By consciously choosing actions that support your growth, you create a life that reflects your aspirations. Self-improvement also involves addressing your mindset. The way you think about yourself and the world significantly impacts your ability to grow. A fixed mindset, which views abilities as static and unchangeable, can hinder progress. In contrast, a growth mindset, which embraces challenges and sees effort as a path to mastery, fosters resilience and adaptability. Cultivating a growth mindset involves reframing failures as opportunities to learn and viewing obstacles as stepping stones to success. The journey of self-improvement is deeply personal, but it is not solitary. Surrounding yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals can accelerate your growth. Positive relationships provide encouragement, accountability, and inspiration. Conversely, distancing yourself from negative influences or toxic environments is equally important. The people you associate with shape your thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. So choose connections that uplift and challenge you in constructive ways. Finally, self-improvement is a practice of self-compassion. Growth requires effort, and setbacks are inevitable. Treating yourself with kindness and understanding during moments of difficulty is essential for sustaining progress. Self-compassion does not mean lowering your standards or making excuses. It means recognizing your humanity and treating yourself with the same care you would offer to a friend. This balance of accountability and compassion creates a foundation for consistent and sustainable improvement. The beauty of self-improvement lies in its ripple effect. As you become a better version of yourself, you not only enhance your own life, but also positively impact those around you. Your actions, attitudes, and achievements inspire others, creating a cycle of growth and encouragement. By committing to self-improvement, you contribute to a world that is more thoughtful, capable, and compassionate. In the end, self-improvement is a choice, a deliberate decision to strive for betterment. It is not about perfection, but progress. It is about taking responsibility for your potential and pursuing it with intention and determination. Through this journey, you discover not only what you can achieve, but also who you can become. It is a path of meaning, resilience, and fulfillment, and it is one worth walking every day. The pursuit of truth is one of the most profound and meaningful endeavors a person can undertake. Truth is the foundation upon which trust, integrity, and genuine understanding are built. It is the compass that guides your decisions, the light that dispels confusion, and the anchor that provides stability in a world often filled with uncertainty. To align your life with truth is to commit to clarity, authenticity, and growth. This commitment is neither simple nor easy, but it is transformative and necessary for a life of purpose and integrity. Living in truth begins with a fundamental decision to confront reality as it is, rather than as you wish it to be. This requires a willingness to see things clearly and objectively, even when doing so is uncomfortable or challenging. Many people avoid the truth because it can expose their flaws, disrupt their beliefs, or force them to confront difficult situations. However, denying the truth does not make it go away. It only delays the inevitable and compounds the consequences. Facing the truth, no matter how hard, is the first step toward resolving problems, making informed decisions, and achieving genuine progress. Truth is not just about honesty with others, it is also about honesty with yourself. Self-deception is one of the most insidious forms of falsehood because it blinds you to your own limitations, responsibilities, and potential. To live truthfully, you must cultivate self-awareness and examine your thoughts, actions, and motivations. This means asking yourself hard questions. Are you being true to your values? Are you taking responsibility for your choices? Are you pursuing goals that align with your authentic self, or are you succumbing to societal expectations and external pressures? These reflections require courage, but are essential for aligning your life with what is real and meaningful. Speaking the truth is another crucial aspect of aligning with truth. Clear and honest communication builds trust, strengthens relationships, and fosters understanding. However, speaking the truth is not merely about stating facts, it is about expressing your thoughts and feelings with clarity, sincerity, and respect. Truthful speech does not seek to harm or belittle, but to illuminate and connect. It requires careful consideration of your words, an understanding of your audience, and a commitment to authenticity. By speaking truthfully, you demonstrate integrity and invite others to do the same. The pursuit of truth also involves rejecting falsehoods and illusions. This is particularly challenging in a world where misinformation, bias, and manipulation are prevalent. It is tempting to accept convenient narratives, comforting lies, or partial truths that align with your desires or preconceptions. However, clinging to these falsehoods ultimately undermines your integrity and hinders your growth. To pursue truth, you must develop critical thinking skills, seek diverse perspectives, and be willing to question your assumptions. This process is not about cynicism or skepticism for its own sake, but about striving for a deeper understanding of reality. Truth is often inconvenient, and it frequently demands change. When you uncover a truth that challenges your beliefs or behaviors, you face a choice: ignore it or act on it. Acting on the truth can be uncomfortable, because it may require you to admit mistakes, change your habits, or confront difficult situations. Yet, it is through this discomfort that growth occurs. Truth pushes you to evolve, adapt, and align your actions with your values. It is not a force of destruction, but of transformation, breaking down what is false to build something stronger and more authentic. Living in truth also means embracing uncertainty and complexity. The world is rarely black and white, and truth is often nuanced and multifaceted. Recognizing this complexity requires humility, the humility to admit that you do not have all the answers, that your perspective is limited, and that there is always more to learn. This openness to new information and perspectives allows you to refine your understanding and deepen your connection to reality. The pursuit of truth is not just a personal endeavor, it has a ripple effect on your relationships and community. When you live truthfully, you inspire others to do the same. Your honesty creates an environment of trust, where people feel safe to express themselves and collaborate authentically. This foundation of trust strengthens relationships, fosters mutual respect, and enables collective growth. In a larger sense, truth is essential for justice, progress, and the well-being of society. By committing to truth, you contribute to a culture that values integrity, accountability, and understanding. It is important to recognize that the pursuit of truth is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Truth is not static, it evolves as you gain new experiences, insights, and knowledge. What is true for you today may change as you grow and learn. This does not diminish the value of truth, but underscores its dynamic nature. Embracing this journey requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to adapt. It also requires grace, both toward yourself and others, as you navigate the complexities of truth in a constantly changing world. The pursuit of truth is about aligning your life with what is real, meaningful, and enduring. It is about rejecting illusions, embracing reality, and living with integrity. It is not an easy path, but it is a path that leads to clarity, authenticity, and purpose. When you commit to truth, you not only transform your own life, but also positively impact those around you, creating a ripple effect of trust, understanding, and growth. Truth is a light in the darkness, a guide through uncertainty, and a foundation for a life of meaning and fulfillment. Embracing challenges and adversity is one of the most powerful ways to foster personal growth, build resilience, and ultimately live a more meaningful life. It is through facing difficulties that we develop strength, character, and the capacity to adapt to an ever-changing world. While it is natural to seek comfort and security, it is important to recognize that true progress is often born from discomfort. Challenges, in whatever form they take, present us with opportunities for growth, and those who are able to embrace them are the ones who ultimately realize their full potential. Life is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and struggles, and they are a universal part of the human experience. These moments, while difficult and often painful, serve as catalysts for transformation. The tendency for many people is to shy away from adversity or to see it as something negative to be avoided. However, those who meet challenges head-on, instead of retreating from them, tend to develop the resilience needed to thrive. Embracing adversity does not mean seeking out hardship for the sake of it, but instead choosing to confront life's inevitable difficulties with courage, determination, and a positive mindset. Facing adversity forces us to grow in ways that comfort never can. When life is easy and predictable, there is little opportunity to develop resilience or problem-solving skills. In fact, comfort can often breed complacency and stagnation. It is when we are confronted with obstacles that we are required to stretch ourselves beyond our current capabilities, learn new skills, and adapt to new circumstances. Each challenge we face offers us the chance to evolve, to overcome fear and uncertainty, and to discover inner strength we may not have known we possessed. A significant part of embracing challenges is recognizing that failure is not something to be feared, but something to be learned from. In fact, failure is one of the most effective teachers we have. It is through failure that we gain insight, refine our strategies, and develop perseverance. Instead of seeing failure as a sign of weakness or defeat, we should view it as a necessary step in the learning process. Every successful person has faced setbacks, but it is their ability to rise again, learn from their mistakes, and continue moving forward that defines their success. When we learn to embrace failure as a stepping stone to growth, we become more resilient and better equipped to handle future challenges. When we face adversity, it is also an opportunity to confront our fears. Fear is one of the most common reasons people avoid challenges or shrink from difficult situations. Yet fear is often an exaggerated response to the unknown or unfamiliar. By confronting our fears directly, we disarm them and diminish their power over us. Overcoming fear requires a shift in mindset, a recognition that fear is a natural reaction, but it need not control our actions. By stepping into the unknown and facing difficult circumstances, we begin to build courage and confidence. Each time we take action in the face of fear, we reinforce our ability to handle adversity. As a key trait developed through embracing challenges, resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to remain strong and steadfast despite setbacks. It is not an innate quality, but one that is cultivated through experience and a positive adaptive mindset. Resilient individuals are able to weather the storms of life with grace, not because they are unaffected by difficulty, but because they have learned how to navigate hardship with determination and a sense of purpose. Resilience is the product of perseverance, self-discipline, and the ability to maintain focus on long-term goals, even in the face of short-term challenges. Adversity also teaches us valuable lessons about humility, gratitude, and perspective. When things go wrong, it is easy to fall into a victim mentality and focus solely on the negative aspects of the situation. However, facing hardship can also be an opportunity to reflect on the things we often take for granted and to gain a deeper appreciation for the aspects of our lives that are working well. Difficulties provide perspective, reminding us of what is truly important and giving us the chance to reassess our values. Moreover, overcoming adversity often leads to a deeper sense of humility, as we realize how much we are capable of when we tap into our inner resources. One of the key aspects of embracing challenges is the ability to develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence are not fixed but can be developed over time with effort and persistence. This mindset encourages you to see challenges not as threats but as opportunities for growth. People with a growth mindset view setbacks as temporary and solvable, and they approach problems with curiosity and a desire to learn. By embracing challenges with a growth mindset, you open yourself up to continuous development and improvement. Instead of shying away from difficulty, you learn to seek out challenges as opportunities to push yourself further. Embracing adversity also requires a sense of personal responsibility. It means taking ownership of the circumstances you find yourself in and recognizing that you have the power to respond to challenges in a way that aligns with your values and goals. This sense of responsibility allows you to take proactive steps rather than simply reacting to life's difficulties. It also involves accepting that, while you cannot always control the external factors that lead to adversity, you can control your response to them. Your response to challenges is a choice, and by choosing resilience, growth, and perseverance, you set yourself on a path to greater success and fulfillment. In the end, it is not the challenges themselves that shape us, but how we choose to respond to them. Life is not meant to be a smooth, uninterrupted journey. It is the challenges we face that make our stories meaningful. By embracing adversity with courage, a positive mindset, and a commitment to growth, we not only overcome obstacles but emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever comes next. Challenges are the crucibles in which we forge our greatest strengths, and by learning to embrace them, we unlock the potential for a richer, more fulfilling life. The concept of discipline is often seen as a rigid, uncomfortable practice, but in reality, it is one of the most liberating forces you can embrace in your life. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement, the practice that transforms potential into tangible results. While it may seem difficult at first, discipline is not about strict limitations or punishing oneself. Rather, it is about cultivating the habits, focus, and perseverance needed to reach your highest aspirations. It is the ability to make decisions that align with your long-term vision, even when faced with distractions, temptations, or immediate comforts. At its core, discipline is a practice of self-control and commitment. It requires you to resist the allure of short-term gratification and focus on actions that will lead to long-term fulfillment. In a world where instant gratification is readily available through technology, entertainment, or even food, discipline offers a counterbalance that keeps you aligned with your greater purpose. It teaches you that true success is not a result of quick fixes or shortcuts, but of consistent effort over time. This consistency is what differentiates those who achieve their goals from those who merely dream about them. It starts with setting clear and specific goals. Without a clear sense of direction, it is difficult to stay focused and motivated. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, discipline becomes easier to maintain because you have a concrete objective to work toward. Whether your goal is related to your career, personal development, health, or relationships, discipline provides the structure and consistency needed to make it a reality. Goals act as a roadmap, guiding your actions and decisions and keeping you on track when distractions arise. By setting clear goals and breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks, you give yourself a clear framework within which to practice discipline. One of the most significant challenges in maintaining discipline is dealing with the temptation to procrastinate. Procrastination is often a result of discomfort or fear of failure, and it can prevent us from taking the necessary steps toward our goals. However, discipline is the antidote to procrastination. When you commit to the process of consistent, small actions, you gradually eliminate the power that procrastination holds over you. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes to take action, even when you don't feel like it. The key is to push through the discomfort and build momentum. Once you start taking action, no matter how small, you begin to break the cycle of procrastination and build a habit of productivity. The power of discipline also lies in its ability to create routines and structure in your life. Routines may initially feel restrictive, but they provide a sense of order and consistency which are essential for progress. When you follow a structured routine, you eliminate the need for constant decision-making about what to do next. Your actions become automatic, and you conserve your mental energy for more important tasks. Routine creates stability, allowing you to focus on the long term rather than getting caught up in the chaos of day-to-day distractions. Whether it's a morning ritual, a set time for work, or a regular exercise regimen, routines make discipline more manageable and more effective. Discipline is not just about sticking to routines or following a set of rules. It is also about cultivating the mental and emotional resilience to keep going even when things are difficult. Discipline is not a practice that only applies to the easy or enjoyable parts of life. It is about continuing to push forward when faced with setbacks, frustration, or exhaustion. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when progress seems slow, or when failure seems inevitable. It is during these moments that discipline is most important. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation wanes and when the path becomes unclear. It is what allows you to persist, to keep taking small steps toward your goals even when the immediate rewards are not visible. Also requires a sense of delayed gratification. In a world where the desire for instant rewards is ubiquitous, learning to delay gratification is a key component of discipline. This means resisting the urge for immediate pleasure or comfort in favor of long-term success. It involves making choices that serve your greater purpose, even when they are not the easiest or most pleasurable in the moment. For example, saying no to unhealthy food, skipping a night of partying to focus on work, or waking up early to exercise, all of these are acts of discipline that prioritize long-term well-being over short-term satisfaction. By learning to delay gratification, you develop greater self-control, which is the foundation of lasting success. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is its ability to create momentum. When you start practicing discipline in one area of your life, it tends to spill over into others. For example, if you commit to exercising regularly, you may find that you also become more disciplined about your work or personal relationships. The habit of discipline builds on itself, creating a cycle of positive reinforcement that propels you toward greater achievements. Each success, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to stay disciplined and continue making progress. This momentum makes discipline easier to maintain over time and leads to exponential growth. Discipline is deeply connected to self-respect. When you are disciplined, you show yourself that you are capable of making decisions that align with your values and goals. It is an act of honoring your potential and refusing to let distractions or negative habits stand in the way of your success. Each time you choose discipline over temptation, you reinforce your sense of integrity and self-worth. This creates a positive feedback loop where discipline breeds confidence, and confidence fuels further discipline. Discipline is not a restrictive force, but a liberating one. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, eliminate distractions, and consistently take action toward your goals. It is the foundation of personal growth, success, and fulfillment. By practicing discipline, you transform your potential into real results, break free from the chains of procrastination and fear, and build a life of purpose, meaning, and achievement. While discipline requires effort and commitment, its rewards are immeasurable, and those who embrace it find themselves achieving their highest aspirations and living a life they can be proud of. You matter. Treat yourself with the same compassion and care you would offer to a loved one. Eat well, exercise, rest, and invest in your growth. Self-care is not selfish, it's foundational.